Hello, this is Nia with the Rainbow Cauldron, and this is your full moon reading for this month. And the moon, I believe, is currently in Pisces. I actually haven't checked that, but I'm pretty sure it's in Pisces. All right. Um, anyway, so it's been several months since I've done a full moon reading, and I have here a moon incense, and it's already halfway through. It'll probably be finished by the time this video is over. In the center here, I have an amethyst geode, and on top, I have some stones more for myself here, but also stones that'll help uh, influence some of these cards here. And I have a tiger's eye, uh, a um, my goodness, my mind just went blank. Carnelian, there you go, and a garnet. And I picked these three stones primarily for myself because my husband and I are doing a lot of exercising and um, getting fit and things like that. So I'm kind of looking for a lot of strength and energy and focus. So that's why I picked these cards, these stones here. Okay, so the first three cards I put here will be from the full moon, which is today, to the new moon. So the three cards are the energies from the full moon to the new moon, and the three cards right here are from the new moon to the next full moon. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so the first card is Two of Water. And by the way, I'm using the Book of Shadows as above deck, and this is the deck that I normally use for my full moon readings. Then we have Initiation, which is Judgment. And then we have the Three of Earth. So pretty, isn't that? Okay, let me move these up just a little bit. All right, and then we have from the new moon to the next full moon, we have the Seven of Water. Oh, let's move these up just a touch so that we can see them. Okay, and then the next card is the Ten of Water. And finally, we have Imbolc, which is the star. Okay. Okay, so starting out, it's funny, these first three cards almost feel like right after a wedding. That's kind of the feeling I sort of get from it. So if there's anyone out there who's who's just gotten married, you know, this seems pretty appropriate. Then maybe this one's connecting to you here, but of course it you know, there's meanings, lots of different meanings that this can connect to. For example, here in the Two of Water, this is obviously a very romantic card. So there's a lot of romance involved here, which may be applicable to you. But if not, it's certainly talking. You know, it could represent a partnership, a sense of unity, coming together, two people really finding a common ground and working together well. Business partnership, things like that, and that is leading to entering some sort of venture, and we see that here with initiation, judgment. Now, judgment, the image here makes me feel that that we're offering ourselves up for review and comments and well, judgment. Um, but initiation indicates that one is starting a new venture, but more in an organized fashion in accordance with protocol, rules, and structure. Entering some sort of formal um, business venture or project, schooling. The reason why it kind of felt like right after a wedding, because it kind of feels like the formal formalness of this union. So like a marriage. So come together as a marriage. And then we move on to the Three of Earth, which still connects with that sort of idea. And here we have basically planting life. We have lots of plants growing and being fruitful, and there's some gnomes working hard. This one's supervising to create this environment. So, sort of building a life in connection to the wedding marriage thing there, but also the project or the whatever was here, the beginning of this formal venture uh, is you're getting opinions and comments on it because here we have a supervisor surveying your progress and moving forward productively. Um, Overall, the energies from the full moon to the new moon are very productive energies. Working together, starting something formal, some sort of formal venture, and getting it started and surveying how things are going, maybe getting some opinions. Yeah, but moving along. So there we go. Now we're kind of getting a little bit of a different energy from the new moon to the full to the next full moon here. With the first card, we have the Seven of Water, and this is the Egyptian goddess Mat, M-A''A''T. Um, and this is very similar to like the Justice card, and it's a sort of weighing the morality of a situation. Traditionally, this card has a lot to do with having many options, weighing those options, and trying to avoid that which seems tempting but isn't going to lead to something long lasting or sustainable. Um, it's a similar idea here, but there's a bit of a moral situation going on, and you have to weigh your feelings, your priorities, and your beliefs about how to proceed. And that's the energy we're getting from that. And we're moving on to the Ten of Water, and this is so appropriate for this position because here was the new moon. I mean, I guess it could have been there, would have been more appropriate, but that same sort, we're in that new moon phase, and here we see the big new moon here. And this is the Ten of Water is Hecate at the crossroads. The goddess, the goddess Hecate here in her three forms at the crossroads. Now it's funny because traditionally in traditional decks, this card is very positive, fruitful, um, and often has to do with weddings. There you go. There's that same connection. Weddings, celebrations, and generally a card of happiness. However, in this deck, it is showing a feeling of uncertainty and being pulled in different directions. This connects with the previous card here, um, where we had to weigh our priorities and beliefs in a sort of moral situation. And this card is having you act on that weighing, do something. Now's the time to make the decision and to definitely pick a road. So, and then we end the month here, the lunar month, with Imbolc. So this is a pretty good ending to this, especially since we had a bit of an issue here where we're kind of having to weigh some heavy things on our mind, and we have to act on that. But here, it really shows a confidence that we made the right choice, but we're waiting for the results. And I get that because this is Imbolc, and Imbolc is the time when we light candles and encourage the return of the sun. So this card has a lot to do with hope and the confidence that your actions will eventually bring light to the situation. There's a sense of peace and comfort here as you're going in the direction that you feel is right, and now you're just awaiting the results. So, all right. Um, And so the three cards from the full to the new moon have to do with coming together, building things up, probably in an organization or something similar that provides structure, some sort of formal venture. And that project is moving forward steadily. There's some sort of reliance on others here or group situations going on, a lot of working with other people in these three cards. However, with these three cards, it's it has a lot to do with water. The first two cards are water cards, and then the third card has water prominently featured. And this indicates that there's a lot of emotional feelings here. There's also a sort of fluidity going on here where things are sort of melding together, and you're not getting a distinction on different different situations. Things are sort of melding together. Maybe you're having a hard time separating work from home or your feelings from the situation, something like that. There's a sort of fluidity where things are melding together and there's difficulty separating them. So, all right, so that's the reading for this month. Thank you so much for watching. And oh, this thing is still going, it didn't go out. Thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.